I'm Jacob Chilvers. I'm a journalist for a financial publication in London.
So before working with me, what were the biggest challenges you were facing with your health, energy, or just overall performance?
Yeah, I think my energy was quite low, motivation quite low, purely because I had a quite significant back pain, and it was really like damaging for my overall health.
And what level was that pain?
I think it traded at about a seven for the most of the time, but could easily get up to eight or nine.
So how long have we worked together
Oh
and
God.
what are you now experiencing in terms of
I
that
th
pain level overall?
I think on this specific time we worked together, has it been about 4 or 5 months now?
Something like
Well,
that.
I went to you because I knew that I'd get the results and the program you created and the way that you went about handling that and teaching me the education that I needed to now go away and not have to ever deal with that again, I think has been the optimal point for me, really. I thought I knew going into it that that's exactly the outcome I was getting, but I was surprised by just how much you put together and the resources that were there and the programs that are so tailored to an individual's like personal situation that just makes it different from working with other like potential people in the market. And I think that's like the differentiating point that everything you do is very granular to the individual person and what they need.
And what are you now experiencing? So back pain initially it was like 7 out of 10, pushing up to 8, 9 out of 10. Where's back pain now for you?
Zero. And even if I do wake up some days and I've got mild back pain, I just hit the gym, I do my stretches, and it goes back to a zero. I don't have back pain anymore. As well, I feel more motivated in general. My energy levels are a lot higher. And I feel stronger as well. And that wasn't even the aim of going to it. I just purely wanted to work with you to sort my back out, but I've come out on it and I feel like I've got more than I could have hoped for in that sense. I feel stronger and more athletic and healthier. I feel more confident in myself now. And because I think it's going along with the back pain as well, I kind of had a problem with my hips and the way I was holding myself and posture, I guess you'd call it overall. And now that I've corrected that at the same time, I'm feeling just so much better about myself overall. My diet's improved, health is improved, back pain is a zero. I mean, is the most optimal outcome that I could have wished for.
Absolutely.
I think in terms of my work and the type of situations I'm in, I'm always out and about in the city meeting different people and having to walk quite a lot of distances or be standing, sitting back to back for long periods of time. So I think for the fact that I haven't got back pain anymore, I don't need to worry about that. And that just lets me focus on what I need to do. So instead of having to focus on, oh, I might have to be standing outside for half an hour here, how's that going to go? Well, I'm just nowhere to sit. I don't have that anxiety around stuff that you shouldn't have to be worried about if you're in a healthy position with your lifestyle. And now that I can just focus on my work, I think overall I'm performing better.
I typically work with senior leaders, medical professionals, business owners, and some people will come to me. They know they need to change with their health. They know they're looking for a result, but they're unsure whether to take that next step and start working with me. You're somebody who's been through this whole process with the psychology, the physical health, and nutrition. What would you say to somebody who's unsure about taking that next step and working with me?
I'd say to them, take the jump. Nothing's going to change unless you make the change to start with. I think George is one of those professionals that will make sure what you want to happen does end up happening. And if you're in that position and you're unsure and you don't know whether to do it, I'm telling you now, do it because he's the guy that's going to make that happen for you.